clicked on this video, this message is for you. I'm going to make a room on rooms.xyz. Let's analyze this room the same way we would analyze your creative life, your current creative life, and how you're approaching your current creative endeavors. This is a collective message, so, take what resonates and leave the rest. I will do the same. I am including myself in this collective message. So if I have a personal example to use, I will use that. Wow, there's a lot going on in this room. I can't help but notice the disco ball at the center of it all. There's a lot of keyboards and such. Different instruments and music players, music boxes, a lot of content. There's interesting plants that are about to bite us, a piranha plant, and lots of lights going on, light bulbs. I guess I'm kind of taking the lights as being ideas, and oh, I got an idea over here, I have a completely different idea over here, and ooh, this light bulb just went off in my head, and you're just open to all of it, and you're carrying it all in your room, in your pocket, this tiny room. This tiny room is your brain or something right now. There's all these creative ideas, right? These light bulbs going off and flashing lights in your brain. But the plants around too feel like the fully formed ideas you have that are literally growing out of the room. That one plant figure is growing out of the room and branching out even. And then there's also plants that are just cute and chill, the pink bonsai thing in the corner. The piranha plant is stationary. Okay, so there's one creative idea that we have that is fully formed, it's grown, it's a piranha, but it's not biting us. We can't interact with it. It's not gonna bite us. Maybe we're afraid that it'll bite us. Maybe we have a creative idea that we fear if we explore it further, or if we mess with it in any way, it's going to bite us. Maybe it's a project or something, but it's not gonna bite us. It's literally stationary, and we can't be afraid to spread its wings. The ideas that we do have that have been fully formed, we can't be afraid to trial and error, mess around with things, so that we can turn more of our ideas into plants, into reality, because these are overwhelming to look at, these lights in here. It's use your tools, your instruments here, your guitar and your piano pad, and just create something, trial and error, create things, experiment, that's the word I'm looking for. It's you have this vibrant foundation right now that you've built in your creative life, this creative landscape. You are inspired, you have these different tools and ideas forming, and you're just in your childlike wonder, which is wonderful. We've established that we're in our childlike, playful, wonderful energy, and all these ideas, light bulbs have been going off because we're in this energy. And we even have appreciation for fully formed projects that we've had in the past, or current projects that have grown and become something beautiful. And so now we need to keep this is a good place to be. This is a great place to be, right? So we have all the tools in here. Be resourceful. You have all the tools you need to create your ideas into reality. That's what I'm doing right now with this video. I experimented with my setup. Certain things weren't working for me. Like when I had a different setup, it wasn't that cute. You could see in my last video, actually my first video is a perfect example of that. I was on the right track, but it wasn't exactly what I needed it to be. It just, that was an experiment. It was a trial and error thing. And now here I am again doing something different, experimenting, and it's a very colorful, bright space. I'm letting the ideas, the light come in. But now I need to keep experimenting with the tools I already have, my resources. There's a flute here, there's art on the wall, there's watercolor and a paintbrush in here, there's a table to sit at, and inspiration to see and listen to in the form of music and consuming art, and just having fun. Like there's a fun little frog rug and the colorful dotted rug on the floor. Like just have fun, like watch things you love, like dance around, like go for a walk in the park, like just have fun. Ooh. And the piano pad and the guitar, so fun. Play them. Play the piano. Play the piano. Play the piano. Maybe that's a message for someone. Play the piano. Using these resources, like having this fun, you know that it's going to build the projects that you have even bigger and make them become what you actually want them to be. Because maybe these plants we see here, maybe they're not exactly the plants we envisioned we would have right now, or the projects we envisioned we might manifest in our lives right now, or create in our lives right now. But take a seat at the table, turn on some music, play some music, play around on your little keyboard pad. All your lights are on. As long as you nurture these ideas and play around with them and document your experiments with them, they are going to turn into this beautiful garden in your brain. This beautiful room garden in your brain that we are analyzing. Okay. Wow. That was fun. Okay. I'm inspired now. Keep trial and erroring. I think the thing for me is like once I feel frustrated, right? I was feeling frustrated today even with with my last video, and I actually filmed a video similar to this, making a room, and trying to analyze it to see where, whatever. But I was getting tongue-tied. I still kind of am, right? I'm experimenting. I'm trial and erroring. But it's like super frustrating, like a lot of the time. Like it's frustrating, like to be in that in-between process between like having a completed project you're like kind of proud of or something and not knowing how to get there, between a failed experiment and okay, that turned out cool kind of experiment. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do what the editing of this video is gonna look like, or if it's even gonna be worthwhile, like, or if I'm gonna feel proud of it at all. I don't know. But I think I will just try to post this anyway, because my last video was a failed experiment. And my first video that I actually posted was not good. I just wanted to get something up there, and work with it, and we have to really get comfortable with the idea that maybe it's gonna take 20 failed experiments to get to one experiment that turns out great, or 50 failed experiments. Experiment examples being like these videos. Maybe it'll take 20 videos, 50 videos, 100 videos. Maybe it'll take 20 songs, 50 songs, 100 songs, like, to get to the one song, the one piece of art that you actually love and feel proud of. And until then, you're in this awkward experimental room filled with your ideas and resources. Let that place excite you and inspire you completely. Be grateful. We have to be grateful for all these resources that we do have. I mean, I'm just looking around me now. It's like all my little instruments and stuff like that I've collected over the years. I feel overwhelmingly grateful for all of my things, my resources that I use. And dwell in that space. When you're frustrated in between experiments and such, just let it go. Do something else. Do the dishes that are staring at you, and eat something. Watch a little 20-minute show. Take a deep breath. And just like be grateful. Like be mindful, like do a little meditation, a little prayer, whatever. Just relax, sit there, be grateful for your resources, and let your creativity, your resources, the things you have access to use to express your creativity, just inspire you. Like let them inspire you. And experiment. It's okay if it's frustrating. Just try something new. Every time something is frustrating, just try something new. Like, it doesn't have to, you don't have to come up with a fully fledged out finished product every single day, like pumping things out that you're so proud of. Like, no, this is an experimental phase until it isn't. Or it always is gonna be. I guess that's the thing. It's like, you have to get comfortable with this experimentation and have fun with it and be grateful in it. Just learn the proper ways to navigate this space. This is how you establish your creative career, your creative life. This is how you establish a well-rounded, like, grounded, fully inspiring life. Unique life that is totally true to you. That life is possible. As long as you are okay experimenting and like letting that unknown space of like creation completely inspire you and trusting it to the end of the earth, you know? Because that is life. It's just life. It's a metaphor for life. The creation process is. And it's like, we are only happy in life when we are able to play. Period. That's it. Like, play. When we are able to play. Like children. You know? Like how we did when we were a child. We didn't claim or feel like we knew everything or that we knew everything we needed to know. No, we knew we had a lifetime, or at least a whole childhood left of learning to do. But the thing is, like, that's just life. That feeling you felt when you were a child, that excitement you might have felt of like, yeah, like, I have a lot to learn. It's not like we're thinking that, we're just in the moment. Until we're not, you know, until we have to grow up, and we grow up at many different ages and stages, you know. But we can have that feeling forever, and we have to if we want to live a happy life. So, wow, that was lovely. I'm definitely re-inspired now. I really needed to hear that message, and maybe some other people clicked on this video and needed to hear the message too. That would be cool. But if it's just for me, that's cool too. I'm experimenting. This is my second video that I'm probably gonna upload. So we will see what comes about from these experiments.